How many horses out here?
There's a lot of horses. There's a horse here. The horse over there. And then one round inside.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not seeing the horse trader.
No, I don't either.
Well, we can head back on into town, I guess.
Alright, sure.
Howdy, did I meet you all last night? I was the one with
You did. The one with the sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The oddball local sandwiches with those potatoes and the carrots. I don't know what they
Carrot
like.
sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
We just sell what they buy. We don't care.
We saw over in the cafe, they're selling a half-eaten sandwich. I don't know what
Did
they're
you see
selling
that
it
little
for.
sandwich right out there?
Where? What?
There's a cafe right out here. And under the glass, they have a sandwich with a bite out of it. Kind of concerns me.
Oh.
You need to ask for a discount next time you get one.
Absolutely. Oh, but remind me, it's Eustace and
Eustace and Elvini.
Elvine, yes.
Yeah, I know it's different.
My head popped all the way out, like past Blackwater, so I had to walk all the way back without my horse. So my brain is not thinking really well. I'm still exhausted.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
The train not running today?
oh, I might not. Oh, okay. I was about to say I might not be running today.
Oh,
I thought the train might be running because it left its tracks.
I only had $5 in my pocket, so I don't even know if I would have enough to get me here.
oh no.
I had never taken the train before, so I don't even know.
We haven't either. We haven't ever seen the train but one time, and it was the one time we couldn't take it.
I just saw it last night when I was picking up my Appaloosa.
Oh,
I'm
is
so
it?
excited to have one.
Look at that. It's a beautiful horse. We just got a new horse. Ours died. And we're supposed to get a new horse. We haven't gotten it quite yet, though.
Is there a favorite you like?
I don't care. I don't mind either way. We had a horse. Her name was Sadie. She was a retired police horse. She used to run some sort of adventures with the police. And then the policeman said, she's getting very old now and I want to retire her. And so we took her and we gave her other types of adventures, but no more police work. That's a lot of running.
But we gave her a nice home.
Yes, we
we
did.
took her through the streets of Saint Denis and gave her 6 handfuls of water, but turns out it was whiskey.
Oh,
It was barrels in a cart. We didn't know it was in the dark. She just kept taking slurps out of my hand, and the next thing I looked, and the barrel had whiskey on it. We gave her 6 handfuls of whiskey.
I can barely even handle that.
We had to go over to Doyle's Tavern, and we had to buy some Lucky Lube and give her that to help coat her stomach. We got concerned. She was jumping all around. Every other step she took was a jump. I noticed there's somebody out here with the sandwich now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's out here on the little platform.
oh, you mean over here?
Yeah, we have to continue out there.
Okay.
Did you need to
This
hitch
is
up your
I've
horse?
never seen this before. Is this new?
This must be new. I had not seen it before. We were just at the horse stables earlier looking for our new horse, and we saw something out here.
Oh, it says bakery now open.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Howdy,
I
howdy.
just thought we would come out here. We haven't seen this place before. Is this a maroon ship that ended up out here?
Yeah, no, this is a bakery that we have
Ooh.
here.
A bakery? What kind
Yeah.
of foods do you have?
I should have a menu down right here if you want to take a look at it. But I've got some cupcakes, some pies, smoothie, some drinks, French toast.
No, we didn't eat out that sandwich now.
You're right. It does have a bite out of it.
That sandwich has a bite out of it right over there.
Is there
Under
a
the glass.
Is there a discount?
Oh gosh, well, yeah, it sure does.
We didn't
Doesn't
do
it?
that, but we did notice it. We were concerned. Someone has been sneaking around town. It looks like you've been had. Someone's taken a bite.
It looks like it. Son of a gun. Those rascals.
Yeah. I'll take
Where
a
you guys coming from?
I'll take a blueberry cupcake.
A blackberry cupcake?
Oh, blackberry, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, all right.
Oh, we've been in Gorma collecting salt today.
Oh, all right. Everything go good for you over there?
Yeah, it went just fine.
Make it 2 blackberry cupcakes for me and the darling. And our new
Alright.
friend, you want an apple pie or a blackberry muffin?
Look on the list and see what you want. We'll get you something.
Oh my gosh, you are too kind.
I've been skinning those snakes with legs over in Gorma, and I ended up with a little extra, just a little bit of money.
That blackberry cupcake
all right.
actually does sound delicious.
All right, you want one of those as well?
Yeah.
So that's
Alright.
3 of them, and total will come to.
That'll be $18, sir.
I'm just looking at all the other wares here. You've got cookies and little cakes and pies.
There you go, sir. I gave you a little tip.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Where did you get these little flowers from that you've got in the little vessel? Those are pretty.
You know, there was a florist that came by the other day and kind of put those in there as like a little complimentary thing to try to get me to get some of her baskets.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna work something out with hers because I want to do some kind of date night or something. I think that would be real nice for a date night.
Ooh,
It's a
date night.
romantic place out here.
All right, sir. Do you want me to give you all 3, or do you want me to give each one of you one of them, or how do you want me to do this?
If you want to hand one at a time, that's fine.
Sure. Yeah. All right. I'll do you first then.
You gotta remind people that discounts don't apply to stuff that has a bite out of it.
There you go, sir. Yeah, I'll definitely have to keep that in mind. There you go.
I like the little crust on top. That looks nice.
Oh, it does. It all looks so.
And there you go.
Thank you so much, sir.
And the
Oh, you're
smell
very
is so
welcome.
wonderful.
I appreciate you guys stopping by, and yeah, definitely a nice view, pretty relaxing. You know, the sunsets are pretty nice.
Yeah, it's very
It's
calming here.
beautiful here. Yeah.
Yes, it
absolutely.
is.
I didn't hear earlier. Is this place new?
It is. It was just built like the beginning of last week. I believe it was.
Oh, okay. I just haven't walked into
Yeah.
this area a lot.
We like new stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you think about those electric lights they have in town? Is that going to catch on, or is it going to fade out of fashion?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of torn between it, right? Because it would be nice if it did catch on, because then all these black smokestacks would be gone. But then, you know, these have been around for so long, and they're so tried and true that, you know, it's kind of nervous going to something new.
Yeah, that's right. It makes me nervous. There's all the buzzing. The next thing you know, we're all gonna need something for our ears.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
It's gonna sound like there's a lot of tree frogs around all the time, even during the day. That could get aggravating.
Oh, super aggravating for sure. That would drive me nuts.
It might be easier to bake with something electric. I don't know. It's beyond me. I don't know how all that stuff works. But it could be simpler. I don't know. I just don't like the
But don't
thought of
you
it.
don't you like to hear a crackling and a popping of a nice fireplace?
Oh yeah, you definitely can't go wrong with that nice sound. That crackling sound.
I'm sure there'll be changes. If once you get used to cooking with a nice stone oven and fire, it's gonna be hard to get changed over to something else.
Oh, absolutely.
Have to relearn how to do everything. Ugh. I say it's only going to last about 2 weeks, and then it's going to fade out of fashion. People aren't going to want this electrical stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Something else will take its place. You wait and see.
Yeah, I guess we just have to kind of wait and find out, won't we?
Yeah, that's right. That's like when everyone thought bows were in fashion, and the next thing you knew, they were out of fashion, and everybody wanted a gun.
Yeah, I wanted those nice
That's
long
true.
rifles too.
Yeah, that's right. And then horses were in fashion, and then everybody didn't want a horse anymore. They were out of fashion, and now they all want wagons. Everybody changes fast.
Yeah, I guess it's just the trends, right? They come
Yeah,
and go, I
it is.
So
guess.
what's the next trend going to be after the wagons? The trains?
Oh, trains! Imagine that! Holy camole!
Can you imagine? I know this is probably beyond everyone, but imagine a train powered by electricity. Now that would be horrifying to be on board. I don't
Oh
want
God!
to.
Imagine that buzzing sound times like 100. You know?
Oh my gosh. This could even be more out of the box, but what about a train that could fly like a bird?
No, I don't like the idea of that. Get off
that
the
sounds
ground.
scary.
I've been going fast enough in a wagon over a hill to make it go off the ground before. That's enough for me. I don't want to be in the sky.
Yeah, especially when you got the wagon full of shit and just bouncing all around back there. God
Bouncing
almighty, I know.
around.
I've been there myself. Gets a little hectic at times.
Yes, it does.
I did see electric. It looked like a chair in the park, and it was hooked up to like a light bulb or something.
Oh my God!
Yeah, there's
scary.
some kind of chair in the park here in town. It kind of has a buzzing sound to it, so it worries me. I don't want an electrical chair. Next thing you know, they're going to electrify the beds and stuff.
Oh, could you imagine? Jesus!
You wake up in the middle of the night, and next thing you know, it's too late. It hurts my eyes, all these bright lights. They're so bright. I need one of those nice fans everybody has to hold over my eyes when I pass by a lantern now. I like the gas lanterns. They're nice and calm. These electric lights are offensively bright, like the sun.
Yeah.
I tell you, don't look into the sun, and the next thing you know, they create something just as bright for you to look into.
Right. Well, unfortunately, this thing is about to light up like a spotlight because
What do you mean?
they got all these electrical lights up top here.
Where are they? They're over.
Oh no! Oh no!
Not electrical lights out here. All right, well, we'll see. Maybe
They're pretty small. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll be like little
Yeah.
fairy lights.
Yeah, to be
they're
like,
nice, but there's definitely a lot of them. I mean,
it's gonna kind of
it's
be
a nice
like
look, but
the end of your cigar there. It's just gonna be a little tiny light, I'm sure. How in the world could it be bright? They're just so tiny. There's that sign in town. It's all covered in bright lights, and it makes my eyes hurt. I think they're putting off some sort of vapor, all of these lights. I get concerned when it gets foggy. If you look at those electric lights, there's like a fog around them that you can tell it's a vapor that's coming out of them. They can't be healthy
oh,
for
I think
us.
I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen
Yeah,
it
yeah.
before. Yeah.
That's not far from the factories over there, just on the other side.
Yeah, you might be on to something there.
We
The
did.
vapors.
We did run into the mayor yesterday, and we forgot to ask her how she stood on electrical lights.
Electrical lighting. Ugh.
I do hope she cleans up the town. The welcome sign as you come into Saint Denis is quite disturbing. Have y'all seen it?
I have not,
I
no.
don't think I've really taken a close look at it, to be honest.
You have to look closer. There's something missing, and it's in a different place.
Yes, we'll just say that the head is not attached to the body.
Nope,
Oh my God.
not one bit.
Jesus. What's this world coming to?
I don't know.
I had to get up so I could jot that down for later.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's the one as you're coming out of the swamps and coming across the two bridges. There's a welcome to Saint Denis, and basically the head is not attached.
Mm-mm. There's no explanation for it.
Yeah, that's unsightly. I know the mayor definitely wants to make good changes around here.
That's right. No electric lights. That's the first thing on the list.
Unfortunately, the government, from what I've gathered, isn't giving her much power.
What? Why not?
I have no idea. She just walked into Doyle's the other night and said, you know what? If the government's not going to give me the power to do anything, then I'm going to take the power from myself.
Oh,
We heard.
gosh.
We were talking about how.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh.
Deep breaths, honey. Deep breaths. Deep.
It's not too bright. If I don't look up at them, I wear my hat like this so I can kind of pull it down over my eyes a little bit like this right here.
Oh, right, right.
Then it's not as bright. We heard that the mayor in one of the other towns, we were complaining about how the bank takes all your money if you put it in the bank.
Oh, they do. They
They're
love
really-
their money.
They're proud of their bank and they
Yeah,
want
they
to
get-
take extra cash.
They gave us a toaster and nothing in return. Took all our money out.
Oh my gosh.
Just a toaster, and can't even toast bread because we don't have a plug.
Yeah, that's right. But we,
Oh,
that's
that's horrible.
nice. That's good music.
I was hoping this would be okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh
good.
yeah.
But yeah, we were complaining to someone, oh, they take all your money. And they were saying that one of the mayors in one of the other towns was looking to reduce the price that they charge at the bank. So they charge a lot less. And we thought, oh, that sounds really nice for this town. They can't be the only town charging low prices at the bank. Everyone will take the money there. We won't have any left here in this town.
That's right.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Low taxes would be nice. I'm not gonna lie. It gets pretty expensive there.
Yeah, inflation's kind of expensive too.
Business owner has to do all this extra stuff, and then the next thing you know, they're taxing you at the bank, of all places.
Mm-hmm.
Business owes all the way to property owners, too, if you just want to have a little place to call your own.
Oh, there's a nice place over in Guarma. It's right up on the top of the mountain side.
Ooh.
Oh, it's got a beautiful view over the ocean.
It does.
Oh,
Sounds like a
gosh.
dream.
It does.
You know what the? You know
Is it
what the?
super expensive?
Oh, I don't know. We didn't bother to ask. We just took a look. We said, hello, is anyone home? It looked to us like it was just there as sort of an idea for how you could decorate your home. So we went inside and we took some ideas and notes and stuff. You want to know what the greatest thing was that they had inside?
Ooh, what's that?
They had a bathtub inside the house. Can you imagine?
Wow.
I know.
That's high class living there.
I'm so tired of bathing in the old dead fish water here in town.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Ah,
I'm gonna
You know,
have to
it's got
find
that-
me a fifth job just to keep her happy, I guess.
I've been sampling those bathtubs over there in the market. Over there near where near where the
Dolls.
butcher shop is in town. There's a little walk through open air market there.
Where you buy farm seeds and stuff?
Yeah, you can buy the seeds there. There's some bathtubs there that they're advertising, and I got in and I tried a few of them. They're really nice, and that got me thinking I really want one of these tubs. So we went to the Bastille, and they got a little room upstairs that has a hot bath. Oh, that was heaven. That was heaven on earth. It was one of the most lovely things.
Did you get that attended to? For an extra
No.
price, but
No, I didn't hire. I didn't realize you can hire someone.
I was in the room, so I wouldn't advise that.
I'm gonna hire Eustace.
Oh yes, there's
That
my
wouldn't
sixth
cost you a
job.
dime, I bet. Just love.
That's right.
Yes, someone caught me proposing to my darling yesterday. Marry me again and again and again.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
How many years have we been married? Is it 50, 60?
It's somewhere between 50 and 60. I quit counting when we reached 30 years. That was a long time.
Oh, mighty 50, 60. That is awesome. I'm sure there's been a lot of ups and downs, huh?
There has been here and there. It happens with any relationship, though.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
it's not the ups and downs. It's just whether you're communicating the same language with each other. That's what makes it easier.
That is a fact. That is
Communication
a fact. I have,
is the key.
Yeah, I've
It
come to
is.
realize that.
It's the things that go unsaid that you're gonna regret later. Just go ahead and say it all.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
That's not how it works.
That sounds like the opposite of what you just said.
That's right. Somehow I think Eustace is probably keeping something.
Nah, I don't have any to
doubt that.
hide.
I get it out of him. That's what I do. You learn how over time. You learn how to get it out of somebody.
Yeah, I guess after being with somebody for that long, you kind of know what makes them tick and not tick.
Have you ever been to Guarma?
I have been, yes.
It's interesting.
I was just about to bring that up. How do you get to Guarma? I've heard a lot about it,
Oh,
but
I can
don't know how to
show
get
you.
there.
Yeah, you gotta get on
There's
that
a-
ferry.
Yeah, over there, you know where the awning is that goes over the train? It has Saint Denis on
Yeah,
each end of
yeah.
it. Over to the side there, across from the train station, there is a little area where there's a lot of bales of cotton. And over past those, there is a boat. And if you get on board, they will take you to Guarma, and it doesn't cost you a dime.
That sounds amazing because I'm trying to be a professional farmer and I got some
Yeah.
seeds on me that I think will only possibly grow in the Guarma environment.
All right, well, that's where you catch the little boat. There's going to be a tall boat there, and it has a little foot ramp that goes up to it. And you go past a little tiny building on your left, and then you go up a foot ramp onto a large steamer ship. And then once you go on board, you can see that you can sort of ask your way.
I see.
Yeah, it's nice.
And
It's
that
nice
water is beautiful over there.
It is. It's see-through. It doesn't have little dead fish everywhere. It's nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, we found bananas and blueberries and some mushrooms.
Oh,
Oh, I found those mushrooms.
Oh, they looked interesting.
Oh, yeah, they are interesting.
So do you use the fruit for anything, like the bananas or the blueberries?
The blueberries not yet. I will be eventually, and the bananas. I'm not using those either. But another thing that I'm hoping to get incorporated in the future. Right now, I use blackberries, strawberries, peaches, and apples. Is the main fruits that I use right now.
I assume you use the human apples and not the horse
Not
apples.
those old horse
That's
apples.
That's right. That's
Don't
right.
you make horse apple pies and try to sell them as apple pies. That's not fair.
No, I would never do that. That would be horrible.
A lady was pushing a cart around town and selling apples, and asked Elvini if she wanted some apples because she sounded like a horse.
She didn't
What?
say that. She was trying to sell me horse apples. She said, "Would you like any apples?" And I said, "Well, what kind do you have?" And she said, "Well, they're horse apples." And I said, "Do I look like a horse?" And I told Eustace, I said, "It's my big shoes, Eustace, that I bought at the store. They told me they would keep me up out of the mud, but at the same time, when they go down the street, they sound just like horse hooves." What was that noise? Was that something electrical? Is something else out here?
Nope, there's a horse that's running by.
Oh, all right. Maybe that's all it was.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That
We were
got
just
me
waiting
nervous.
on a horse trainer to come into town. He's supposed to have a horse for us.
Oh, what kind of horse?
We don't even know.
We traded it
okay.
for leather.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
wow, wow.
It's probably not the best horse in the world, but we're just looking for a horse that fits too. Was the only thing we had.
Oh, okay. I got
Yes,
you. I got you.
Our horse died yesterday.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. My horse
Yeah.
died a few days ago as well. On the
Everybody
search.
seemed to happen to a lot of people at the same time.
Howdy.
Yeah, it sure did. It sure did.
Oh, we
Hello,
got a
sir.
customer.
How are you? Yeah, doing pretty good. Welcome to the bakery.
Well, that's a
Oh,
pretty
thank
tune
you. I
that you're
appreciate
playing.
that.
Yeah. Where did you learn to play the guitar? It's really nice.
My mother
All right,
actually
no
used to
problem, no
play. She
problem.
taught me a
Take your
little
time.
bit.
Take your time.
That's very kind. I like when family passes on knowledge to the next generation.
The half one? All right, give me 1 second. I'll get it up for you.
It is quaint out here. It's quiet except for the buzzing of the lights.
They aren't as loud as the one in the stables, though, so that.
No, they're not bad. They're not bad. I'm not saying that. It's just, you just notice it.
At least it's not in the cemetery where you hear those words.
Yeah.
She sometimes has spirits that will speak to her.
I do. It's my own fault. I go to the cemetery and I say a little words or two and I say, does anyone here have anything that they want to say? And then they come
I'll
out.
step over here to the side. I'm gonna have to hand it to you. I can't drop anything.
So you give them a polite chance to
All
say,
right.
say a little.
So we got
something.
6 blackberry cupcakes and 6 peach smoothies.
Yeah. Give them a chance to say what they have to say. They take you on a little adventure and sometimes they lead you
sorry?
somewhere where they died or something like that.
75.
Right, because most people fear ghosts, but.
No,
Or the
there's
spirits, I guess I should
All
say.
right. Thank you so much.
yeah,
I
they're just
appreciate it.
ghosts, but there's nothing to fear there. These were human beings once upon a time. And I feel like sometimes the main
What's your
thing they
name?
want people to
I
know
did,
is
I
to be
did.
careful
Yes, sir.
about life.
Dr. Craig Dooley, nice to meet you. I'm Bobby Jones.
That's a beautiful way to think about it. It changes your perspective.
It does. It's the way that they want you to make sure you don't make the same mistakes they made. You know, sometimes they died from unusual circumstances or
All right,
something.
well, I'm glad to see this
They
place
want to
open.
put out a
Yes, sir.
cautionary
Absolutely. I
tale.
appreciate you
I hope
stopping
you're
by.
doing
People
well
think
out
they're
here.
here to
Yeah,
haunt the world and
it's
scare
picking up
people,
and
but
catching traction.
not the ones
That's
that you
good. I'm
ask
glad
to
to hear. Let's
lead
see
you on
what's
a
up.
tour.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Have you ever
All right,
woken
well,
up and your
I'm so-
mustache was
Yep, you as
braided?
well.
I'm sorry, what?
Have you ever woken up from a deep sleep and your mustache was braided?
No, actually.
No? It happened to me, not the mustache part, but I went to sleep one night and I woke up the next day and no one had been in my room, but my hair was braided. And that's the first time I knew that there was a little more to the world than what people think there is.
Wow, well, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, we were just talking about leading spirits out of the graveyard. I go there and I say a few little words and I say, you know, does anyone here have something they would like to say? And then I don't go inside. People are like, well, do you go in the graveyard? No, they're resting in there. That's a place of rest. I don't go in there. It's like someone banging on the door to your bedroom and saying, hey, I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about.
Right, right.
No, right now I'm asleep. Leave me alone.
Someone at Doyle's was telling me a story, though, about an evil spirit. I think they said demon, and its name was Wendy.
A demon named Wendy.
Have you heard a story like that around here? I
We
didn't get
have.
much details about
We
it.
did hear something about that. Somebody told us to stay away from the tiny church. And they said there was some sort of evil presence out in the tiny church.
Oh, God, I'm lying.
Yeah, we didn't.
The one that's out there in the swamps?
Out in the swamps is what we heard. I haven't
Oh.
seen it. I'm assuming it's about the size of this building that we're sitting in.
Oh,
They-
no. Oh, no. I know exactly which one it is. No, it's super tiny. It's,
What?
yeah, it's, and the crazy thing is, I mean, a few months
it-
back, I actually went inside of it, but,
What are you doing in there? They said stay out of that place.
but nothing crazy happened. Well, because it was very interesting because it was so small.
Compared
but,
to the
yeah.
size of your oven over there, do you think it's about the size of your oven or is it a lot bigger?
It's a little bit bigger, maybe double that size.
What? That's still
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Interesting.
It is crazy, yeah.
If I remember correctly, I think it's like white or white and red or something.
That's a place you have to look at if you see something that size.
Yeah. It was very intriguing actually. But now that you're saying, people now are saying that there's something bad in there. Oh man, I would definitely second guess myself going in.
Yeah, we were
in there
told to
now.
stay away, not even to go near the place,
Oh
much
wow!
less
Oh
inside.
jeez, God Almighty.
I'm lucky I never went in there. I did a whole bunch of hunting out in the swamp when I was my main source of making my money.
Oh yeah.
I never went past or in it, I should say. I went past it, but I don't know.
The man who told us all that was some sort of priest. He said his
Oh.
name was the priest.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he said there was a lot of evil in Saint Denis, but we don't know the truth of that.
Well, last night I was walking by and on a few trees, I seen like posters hanging up talking about
What?
some like the evil spirits gonna get you, or something along those
I don't-
lines. Yeah, it was weird.
I don't like the sound of that. The evil spirit's going to get you. Is it getting people?
Yeah, I was kind of confused and didn't really know what to do with it. I honestly just figured there was some kid running around just goofing off, but
But we
now,
were told.
but now that you're saying something about that church, I don't know. Huh.
We were told about a grave in the graveyard. I'll tell you about this as well. That priest and the people that they were with said that there was a grave out in the graveyards. It's in the cemetery in the south of the city. I don't know if you've ever been to that little cemetery or not. That's the one that I usually go knock on the gate and see if anybody wants to come out.
Okay.
But
Okay.
they said there was an unusual grave there, and we went all the way to the back of the cemetery, and sure enough, one of the tall graves has been blown from the inside out.
What?
Yeah, has exploded outwards, and it's like something was in there that came out of there.
Oh. Oh. God. That don't sound good.
Yeah, it didn't sound good to us either. We had a friend with us, and we said, "Can you slide in there and see what that little plaque says on it that's on top of that?"
Oh God.
Yeah, he slid right in.
Oh
He fit-
my.
he
Oh,
fit
what a brave
perfectly
soul.
well.
Oh,
Yeah, he got in there. He said, all I can see in here. That was more like, all I can see in here is a G.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we were like, oh, all right. So we noted that down, but that's all the information that we have so far. There's just some sort of G on top of the thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Tell you what, this whole thing about evil going around here is very interesting and concerning.
It is concerning. Evil is like electricity. It just travels from place to place, but you don't quite know how.
But is the evil just
Yeah.
wanting to hear their stories told?
Well,
It could be.
yeah.
Could be that's the kind that comes out for me, is the ones that want to tell a cautionary tale or something like that. We
Yeah,
had one that
I can
told,
live with, but if something's gonna sit there and try to, scare the bejeebus out of me, all the time, I don't really think I really want that kind.
no, and here you are, all the way out here in the dark by yourself.
Yeah. God Almighty, it's got a lot of opportunity then, I guess.
Do you not worry about the gators that coming up and wanting to sample some of your treats?
I was told that they didn't have gators in this particular pond, but I really hope not. God Almighty, that would scare the crap out of me.
I don't just see the spirits, I also see unusual animals that it's like animal ghosts that I see. I was coming across the bridge from the swamps towards that sign that everyone needs to take a closer look at. And on the way across that bridge, I saw two ghost alligators jump up through the bottom of the bridge and land on top. And then I had to be very cautious on my way across because I wasn't quite sure if they were real or if they were some kind of ghost, because to me they look very similar.
Oh my God.
Have you ever seen a ghost at all?
No, I don't think so.
Eustace has seen a few. Me and Eustace saw a pair of trousers. No, it was two pair of trousers.
2 pairs,
Well,
yes.
two pair of
Whoa.
trousers walk out of the cemetery here in town, but nothing else, just a pair of trousers.
And a bowler
Oh.
cap.
Oh, did it have a cap as well? I didn't even see a hat. I just
They
saw
were
two
they were
pair of
dressed really
trousers.
really well, but there was no face, no arms, no legs.
No, nothing of the sort.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
just kind of
They just walked out. They pushed the
floating trousers or floating hat, huh?
Yeah, they're just walking as if they were on a person.
Oh
The
my
gate
gosh.
pushed open, the trousers walked out personless, proceeded to cross the roadway over to the sidewalk, and then took their pathway down the
And we
sidewalk.
followed them through the alleyways and tried to
Really?
talk to them and didn't hear a word or a peep out of them.
No, they weren't even interested in communicating or taking us on any kind of adventure or anything. It was all very strange.
Yeah, that sounds very strange.
There's always a chance there could be a spirit around.
Yeah,
Do you think there's one here with us
true.
right now?
It could be. I heard that they travel by water. There's a lot of water in Saint Denis, and I
Yeah.
think that's why there's a lot of spirits in Saint Denis. Be it
They use
Kinda.
portals, or they have to walk across it?
no, they just travel through water. It's like some sort of energy that can travel through it. There's a well on the edge of town, and somebody put coins down that well, but the spirit that resides in that well didn't end up in that well. That spirit came from elsewhere. It traveled through the water up and into that well.
Oh my.
Somebody put a coin through the slot and dropped it down into the water, and they made a wish for a person that was with us. The spirit was able to tell us that there was a wish made, but it could not tell us who made the wish because it was all the way down in the bottom of the well, and the person making the wish was outside of the other side of the slot, so it couldn't
And
see.
they never could tell if the wish was good or very unfortunate.
Yeah, they said it was a wish that was for something fortunate or extremely unfortunate, but it could not tell us which way. And so we just had to tell the person, well, there was a wish made. It's either fortunate or extremely unfortunate, and it will come to pass in 2 days' time. The person was very anxious about that. 2 days' time.
And ever find out whatever happened after those 2 days, or?
Yeah, we saw them later and we said, did something fortunate or you're still here? Did something extremely unfortunate happen? And they said, no, it was something fortunate that happened.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was extremely unfortunate because he said that he was captured and tortured for a while.
Oh, was that it?
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Yes, I think that's what it was. You're getting your stories mixed up. He said he was hoarse for a couple of days and because he was dragged through the streets.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
that was it. Well, it was something extremely unfortunate. I guess it has to go one way or the other. When someone drops a coin, they're wishing one way or the other. It's not going to be something middle of the road, like, oh, I wish I had a sandwich with a bite out of it. Instead, it's going to be something fortunate or extremely unfortunate that they're wishing.
Yeah, that seems to be the case most of the time, doesn't it?
That's how it works. That's life here in this town.
Yeah, I think that might be life just anywhere, though.
It could
You
be.
know?
It could be.
This town, I think it's just, I think it, kind of pressures so many people to try to do so many great things just because of, how much more advanced this part of the Commonwealth is than the other parts. But, I think if you all just take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and, think everything through logically, I think.
That's all we're doing. We're trying to take it a
yeah.
step at a time. But
Absolutely.
I try to do the little adventures here and there with the ghosts from the cemetery so that we can spread the word of whatever it is they're wanting to tell the person.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Yeah, this is lovely. Just sitting and chatting and not having to worry about the whims of the world.
Where did you get that cigarette?
Right, absolutely. It's nice.
This is the one that you got from the casino. You paid that nice gentleman.
I told you I wasn't gonna smoke that cigarette. I was just gonna hold it in my fingers, and that way it would last a lot longer if you don't light it. And nobody knows the difference. You can't tell.
Yeah, we didn't have much money then, but the nice gentleman sold us a used cigarette that was in the ashtray for $3.
Yeah, it was a half of a cigarette for $3. That made it more believable that only half the cigarette was there. If I was puffing on it, nobody would know the difference. I don't really like to smoke, but, nobody's gonna be able to tell it. We've heard tell of medicated cigarettes as well.
Medicated ones, huh?
Yeah, some sort of medicated cigarette they're selling at the Cigarettorium over there. Did you know that Cigarettorium also sells coffee? I didn't know that.
Yeah. If you walk inside of it, yeah, you can absolutely buy coffee there and stuff.
We've been in there. I saw some unusual stuff in there. I saw what looked like a person running and slamming into stuff, and then all of a sudden they disappeared through the wall. So I'm assuming it was one of those.
Oh, God almighty.
Yeah. And then also, did you know that there was a new ice cream place in town? I had no idea. We ran into two ladies on board a horse, and they sold us an ice cream and said they were operating an ice cream parlor here in town next to the Cigarettorium.
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
So
I actually just had some of their ice cream for the first time today. I had me a chocolate ice cream cone, and it was pretty good.
I have a vanilla one in my pocket. I'm saving it for bedtime.
Oh, absolutely.
it seems like there's a addiction triangle here. Cigars and cigarettes, and then there's ice cream sweets, and then over here's the bakery goods.
Your muffins are delicious, by the way. A
They
cupcake.
absolutely
Thank you.
were.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll spread the word. We'll tell everyone you're here.
Oh, I didn't even catch
that
the
would be
name of the
fantastic.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jones Bakery, and I'm Bobby Jones, the owner. So it's a pleasure to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you, Bobby. I'm Eustace Dustinbagg, and this is my darling Elvini.
Yes, my name's Elvini.
All right.
And I'm Tony Ryder.
And Tony Ryder. All right. Pleasure to meet all three of you.
We met Tony pushing a cart through town selling sandwiches.
Oh, okay. All right. What kind of sandwiches?
It's ones the locals favor, so they're sandwiches that are made out of carrots, red potatoes, brown potatoes. It's very odd in my opinion.
A carrot sandwich.
Okay. Huh.
That sounds like a lunch thing. That doesn't sound like dinner to me.
That sounds disgusting. I hate carrots.
Maybe they use those sandwiches for horses that are made out of carrots.
Oh, maybe.
I bought a chicken and waffles one time and I wasn't hungry. So I had to fold the little waffle and wrap it around the chicken and slide it in my pocket. And I got the sticky syrup all over me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah, I would imagine those probably aren't too good to kind of put them in your pocket, I guess. Especially with all that syrup.
It doesn't work as well as you might think.
Yeah, you
Don't
had
keep
sticky
the guitar
hands.
string.
I did.
Yeah, you had sticky hands for days, and you kept getting it all in your hair.
Oh, gosh.
So we've discussed the fact there might not be alligators or they might be out here. But what about snakes? What about that water snake that's all over the place?
I've looked during the day and stuff, and I haven't seen a snake either. Now, I have seen a few fish in here at certain parts of the day.
Now, Tony,
Um,
oh, yes?
But yeah, I definitely haven't seen no snakes though.
Now, Tony, one of the things that you need to be aware of, when you go to Guarma, the snakes have legs. I know it doesn't make any sense, but when you get there, you're going to notice there's a lot of snakes around, and they all have legs.
Oh
Running
yeah,
around.
oh yeah, long, yeah, and the long.
And some of the snakes are hanging like a vine off of a tree, and we keep saying it's just a vine, not a
Just
snake.
vines. I saw a vine today on the ground and it was moving along. It was very brightly colored. It didn't look at all like the other stuff all around. And it was just slithering along the ground. This one did not have legs. It was a vine without legs. So there's both kinds there, I guess.
Yeah, interesting.
And then when you get closer to the docks, there's one that's always curled up. Elvani thinks it's a snake, but it's actually just rope.
Well, we didn't preface this by saying that I was bitten by a snake in the middle of the swamps one time.
Oh.
And now I have this thing. I didn't used to have a thing about snakes, but now I do. That when I see one, I don't like them anymore.
I don't like them here. I don't like them there. I don't like them anywhere.
I don't like snakes.
Yeah, I guess once you've been bitten by one, I guess that'll definitely change your attitude about them for sure.
You know, the snake with legs, it doesn't bite you quite like the one without the legs does.
Huh.
Yeah. I did find a possum the other day. It was just laying there. And I thought, someone's killed this poor possum and just left it. And I went up to skin it and it went, and it jumped up and it ran for the hills.
Oh God Almighty! It scared you?
Yeah, it was just pretending to be dead. I didn't know they pretended to be dead.
Yeah, one of them charged me and knocked me all the way down the hillside.
Oh God
Yeah, it
Almighty!
really
A possum?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was horrendous. It was.
Jeez.
Have you ever seen a bull hit a person and tumble them head over tails? It was kind of like that. It was the tiniest possum, but when it hit poor Eustace, he went head over tails, just all the way down the hill. It was a mess.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
that must have been a sight to see, I would imagine.
Well, that was out in the plains, and the ones out in the plains, I guess, they're a little more strong. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I guess maybe climbing up and down those rocky hills and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I had a goat in Guarma headbutt me today. You gotta be careful, Tony, when you go over there.
Oh,
There's a little pin when you leave the town that you arrive in and you go down the roadway. There's a little pin on the left, and it's filled with goats. And if you stand too close to it while you're murdering one of those snakes with legs, they'll come out and they'll hit you with the head.
This Guarma, I don't know if I want to go there anymore.
I think you want to go there. It's nice there.
Oh,
it's
it's
pretty.
nice.
It's just the snakes have legs, and then you got those angry goats for some reason.
Well, if you can handle the swamps here, I'm sure you can handle Guarma.
Oh yeah.
No, absolutely.
We heard something growl in the woods. It growled really low, like, "Roar." And then the pigs started screaming and running.
Oh, my
Something
God.
is in the woods over there, but I don't know what it was because we did not go look.
It didn't chase you?
Nothing chased us. It was way down in a valley. We were almost on
okay.
top of the highest mountain. And we looked down in the valley and the pigs were screaming and running. And we heard growling and grumbling.
Oh my. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Something was there, but we don't know what it was. It was through a lot of trees.
Yeah, I think I would have done the same thing. I'd rather not find out alone. Or just a couple people, you know?
Yeah, that's
That
right.
would definitely be scary, though, to hear something just growling like that and the pigs going crazy and not being able to see it. Oh, I can imagine.
I feel like I need to stand up and take a lap around the table in case I fall asleep.
Hello, how are you?
Howdy.
Oh, she's got something to say.
Oh, I got something. I got an announcement.
Get off that table. They're going to have to wash that tablecloth now.
All right, I'm going around. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't fall asleep and fall really asleep.
Oh, yeah, I got you. That wouldn't be too good.
Yeah, don't want to take a nap and have to take that dream train all the way back to us.
Oh, thanks. Oh, I'm gonna sit here on the end so I'm closer to the guitar. I like it here.
Next thing you know, you're going to sing us a tune, aren't you?
I'm just glad I didn't sit in anyone's lap. Poor Eustace. We were at Doyle's Tavern, and Eustace sat in a man's lap, but he couldn't see him. He had been in the swamp doing a lot of hunting that day, and he was just very tired. His glasses, they get a film on them late in the day, and he didn't even see that man and sat right on top of him.
Yeah, it was very awkward.
It was.
I was so embarrassed.
I told him, I said, Eustace, no. It was too late. The man said, there's someone here. And Eustace said, well, where are you? And I said, he's behind you, Eustace. He's directly behind you in the chair.
Happens to all of us at some point in time, I would imagine. You just get so tired, you know, and just want to sit down and relax for a minute.
The swamps will take it out of you.
I hear that.
Oh yeah. Especially once you get all that mud and stuff all over your boots. Oh god,
That's
they
right.
become heavy.
Oh, yes. And then after a while, you start getting hiccups. You're just so stressed out. You get hiccups. And
Right.
oh, it's the worst thing.
Get too stressed out. Well, we don't want to keep everyone and take your time.
Yeah, we were just waiting
no,
on the
you're okay.
horse trainer.
Absolutely not. This is very enjoyable.
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
Well, we're glad just to sit for a little while. It's nice and comforting out here.
Yeah, nice little breeze.
Yeah, it's nice and peaceful. Is this, I'm assuming this horse trainer that you guys are using works out of Saint Denis here?
Yes, I think so.
I'm thinking so.
Alright.
Yeah, we traded about 170 leather for some horse and some change.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a lot of leather there.
Yeah.
So that adds up pretty quickly for him, I would imagine.
Yeah, I just don't know what the going price is. It's hard to tell. What's a fair price nowadays?
Well, for the leather, I'm not 100% sure. I think the last time I heard, I think it was either somewhere between $2 and $4 each or something along those lines. I think the horse trainers needed to make like their taming saddles. That way, when they go out there in the wild, they're able to tame the horse a little faster. There really calms them down.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I believe that's why they need the leather. So giving them 120 of them, that's quite a bit there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hearing the train. Is the train coming
Oh
across?
yeah, the train's been active the last few days. Yep, there it is. I see the smoke.
Train.
Oh, yeah, there's a smoke, yeah.
Oh, if y'all have never ridden the train, oh, it's so much fun.
We were here for weeks before we even knew there was a train. We were sitting and we saw the train finally, and we thought it was such a sight that we had to sit on a bench and wait for it to leave, just so we could watch it go. We didn't have time to take the train, but
Sure.
somebody said there was an inner loop and an outer loop. It all sounded digestive to me. It sounds like some sort of intestinal thing.
Gotcha. Yes, there is an inner and an outer loop, though.
Somebody said take the outer loop.
A gentleman came up to me the other day and he asked, where's the train company at? Do y'all know where the train company at?
Like where their headquarters is?
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I would guess right here in Saint Denis, because this is the biggest train stop / like terminal that I've seen throughout the Commonwealth. So I would imagine, right here, but I do know that the train conductors and there's like 3 or 4 train staff that are on the train at all times. So, if he catches the train while it's going, just catch him out to stop, and they should be able to talk to any one of those fellas and they'll point him in the
Oh,
right
okay.
direction for sure.
Well, anyway, I told the man, I said, I don't know where the company's at, but I know the train has been by. It left its tracks.
Eustace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I gotta work on that punchline a little bit more, don't I?
You gotta work more. I told you it's not quite there yet, Eustace. Eustace is trying his hand at punchlines, this new thing that's going
Gotcha.
around, but he's not quite with it yet. He's still trying.
Yeah, I'm not too good at them myself.
You don't know any the good old dad jokes, do you?
No, not really. Unfortunately, I wish I could. I wish I did, or could tell you some, but I'm not too good in that department, I guess.
Do you think they have to wear special clothing for the train? We don't want to someday take the train and then come to find out we weren't dressed appropriately or something.
Oh no. When I took the train, I seen all kinds of walk in life on the train. So and they weren't dressed, any certain way. So I don't believe so.
I didn't know if I needed to wear a large hat or something.
With a
I
feather?
get you. I mean, I don't think you have to, but if you wanted to maybe spice some things up, that
Yeah, you never know.
might be nice to try out.
I'm gonna get myself a train hat. That's going to be special.
Absolutely.
Oh, darling, you think it's time?
All right. I guess it is. It's getting late.
I've thoroughly enjoyed meeting you all tonight and having this nice little snack as well.
Absolutely. The pleasure's all mine. I really appreciate you guys stopping by and spending some time with me.
Well, we're very glad to try your goods out here. You got a good thing going here.
Oh, thank you, and I hope to see you guys around more often.
Have a good evening.
Yes, sir. You as
Yeah,
well.
thank you all.
Yep, no problem. Take it easy.
Yes, thank you very much. It was nice to meet you, Bobby, and it was good to see you again, Tony. Sorry, I couldn't get my footing on that ramp for some reason, but yes, we will let you know.
Perfect. You all stay safe out there.
All right. Did you know you're carrying that guitar around?
Yeah, it sometimes gets stuck to my hand, but I'll figure out how to get it off. It comes off eventually.
Have you got a knife? You can pull your knife out.
But stand back, Alvini.
Stand back.
Ah, there you
Looks
go.
like I just need to pick up something else.
Yep, there you go. All right, we'll see you around, Tony. You take care, and you watch out for anybody wearing stripes with a white hat or all black. That we were told the other day that there was dangerous people in the town.
Oh yes, thank you for the tip.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, good luck to you. We'll see you around.
See you around.
Come on, Leah. Howdy.
Oh, how cute. Look at that thing.
Oh, look at that.
Maybe we
Put it in our pocket and take it home.